In my last video, I mentioned that I use quite a lot of different equipment. So I decided we should compile all the equipment, all the equipment that I use into one video. I can talk to you about the stuff that I love, that I'm not too fussed about, that I recommend or I don't. And I thought it would be quite fun to sort of compile it all into one video. I'll link everything that I mentioned down in the description below. Let's just get straight into it. So the main thing that I use as a graphic designer and a YouTuber is obviously my laptop. But I have the MacBook Pro Retina 2013 edition. I bought it years ago. It's at least 6 years old, I think, when I bought it. It's had a new battery since, but I absolutely love it. I don't know what I'd do without it. 100% the best purchase I ever made. Very, very expensive to buy, but so worth it, and it's definitely paid for itself over the years. The only thing I changed with it when I ordered it was that I got it upgraded to a bigger memory, so it's got 16 gigabytes of memory. The next big thing that I use quite a lot, and one of the first things that I purchased more graphic design based, was my little Wacom drawing tablet. So this is the plug-in version. I think the Bluetooth version was like £30 more, and at the time couldn't afford it, so I bought the wired version. It's been no problem for me. Comes with a little stylus pen thing, and you can use it for drawing and stuff on your laptop. I used to use it on Illustrator quite a lot. I use my iPad a lot more now, but I still love going back to my roots and doing this. I bought this whilst I was at uni, and I bought it with my student loan. They're under like £100, so they're so affordable for what they do. This exact model does not exist anymore. They've discontinued it, but they have brought out a similar one, so I will link that in the description. I feel like I'm slowly going to mess up my entire office for filming this video. The next thing that is actually a very recent purchase, but one that I probably should have made a while ago, is my keyboard. So I have the Apple keyboard. So you'll see that the keyboard is sort of underneath the laptop, and then there's a trackpad in front of it. I really like this setup because I never ever used to work from my desk, for the reason that I couldn't use a trackpad. I hate using mice. So I've treated myself to a trackpad and this keyboard. So this keyboard is the Magic Keyboard 2. I feel like they've discontinued this. I'll try and find a link for you, but basically this is the one that doesn't require batteries. You can recharge it through like this little, not this one, there's a little charging port, there it is. So you just plug it into the USB on your laptop and you can recharge it. And then in front of that I have this, which looks like literally nothing, but it is a trackpad. So the little thing that you move your fingers on a laptop, this is just a bigger version of that. Very expensive things to buy, which actually pains me a little bit, but where I can, I have bought refurbished ones, so that's a top tip if you want to save some money. If you aren't in need of an Apple keyboard, which I initially didn't think I was, but the main thing for me was the size and also the shortcuts. And initially I had this keyboard, which is beautiful. I absolutely love this. This was very kindly gifted to me. It's from Logi, and Logitech, is it Logitech? I'm not sure. I'll link it in the description. And I used this for a solid like 9 months and loved it. The only thing that frustrated me was the fact that it's not a Apple keyboard, it's just a regular Windows one, so it didn't have the command button, and some of the keys are like the wrong way round. If you've ever switched between a Windows and an Apple keyboard in the same day, you'll understand the struggle. And it also comes with a mouse, and it's powered via a little tiny USB thing which you plug into your computer. Before we go on to the next thing, actually I also have the Magic Mouse. I bought this with a gift voucher that I got like money back when I bought my laptop, and I bought myself the Magic Mouse. I have used this probably a handful of times in the whole 6 years I've owned my laptop. Honestly, I just don't really like mice. Like, I've just never really got on with them. Okay, the next big thing that I use is, when I can get it out from underneath all the rubbish I'm hoarding, is my iPad. As you probably know if you've watched my channel for a while, I have the iPad Pro. It's very smeary and very mucky. Oh look, there you can see my camera set up. But I bought this iPad Pro when I was like halfway through uni. I had the idea in my head I used most of my student loan and I bought myself it. Definitely a bit of an impulse purchase, but down the line it's worked out. So so this is the iPad Pro. It's a refurbished one, so I bought it from Amazon, certified refurbished, which means it wasn't brand new when I got it, but it works just as new, and it also had a 1-year warranty like normal products do. It's 12.9 inch, don't know if I've said that, and it's also 128 gigabytes, which I didn't realise until I wrote this down in the video. To be honest, if you're going to buy an iPad, I wouldn't worry too much about the storage on it, because literally everything I use is on my cloud storage. This could literally have 16 gig of storage and I feel like that could be fine. I don't have that many apps on it. I mainly use Procreate and stuff, so. I'll also link in the description the case that I have on this iPad. It's like a magnetic case that wakes up the screen. It's currently turned off, that's why it's not waking up. I have this little thing wrapped around it for the Apple Pencil, and then it also has a screen protector on the iPad itself, and then obviously I have the Apple Pencil. I feel like it'd be rude to have the iPad Pro without the pencil, so this is the first generation one. It made me want to cry for many days when I knew that this was going to cost me £100. I just couldn't understand why. Since buying it, I'm the biggest advocate for buying an Apple Pencil, and it pains me. I have been well and truly taken over with the Apple bug, but I'm quite proud of it and I'm quite happy about it. I've always wanted to own Apple products. I feel like my 13-year-old self would actually cry with happiness knowing how many Apple products I've been able to purchase over the years. Probably should have said this at the beginning, but this is not like a humble brag kind of video. This is all stuff that I've sort of accumulated over the years. I'm pretty good at saving money and spending it wisely. So yes, if you add all this up, it's a lot. I don't even want to think about it, but I'm not trying to brag. It's just stuff that I have found useful and have treated myself to over the years after working blooming hard. So please don't come at me. The next biggest sort of addition to my office space is actually a second monitor. I'll insert a little cutaway. This is the BenQ designer monitor. I actually did a full video about this, so I'll link that in the description too. But it is beautiful. It is an absolute beauty. It was very, very kindly gifted to me, so thank you so much, BenQ. I honestly really, really appreciate it. It's a bit spenny. It's very spenny actually, but if you are serious about taking design and doing design as a job or a career, then highly, highly recommend. Let's just have a look down my list. I definitely recommend getting a laptop stand if you don't have a desktop computer. It's such a good idea to raise up your laptop from desk level, because you are going to end up hunched over and it's going to hurt your neck. I've learned that the hard way. So buying that laptop stand, super affordable for what it is. It twists and it's really, really sturdy. There's no chance my laptop's ever going to fall off it. 10 out of 10, recommend. So I actually have 2 identical hard drives because I liked them that much. I ended up buying another one. So this is a Toshiba little tiny portable hard drive. It's 1 terabyte in memory, and I bought this probably right at the beginning of uni. So it's got all my uni work on it, it's got all my old photography work on it, it's got all my design work on it, all my videos on it for the past 4 years, and it's still not full. So yeah, I absolutely love this. It doesn't require any like mains power. You just plug it in via the USB slot and it works perfectly fine. I think in future I'd probably purchase like a solid state hard drive, which basically means they're less likely to break. But affordability wise, and so far I've had no problem with these, touch wood. Last few techie bits, I guess, or like graphic design techie bits anyway, are my 2 little printers. So I have a little label printer, so if you don't already know, I have an online store that's always linked in the description. So many links in the description today. And I have a little printer that lets me print out address labels or pretty labels for things. It prints in just black and white. It's from Brother. It's called the QL700. It makes my parcels look way more professional when they arrive at their new homes. And I also have the Canon MG3250 printer, which is a scanner and a printer. I have had this for maybe about 8 years, but yeah, I just use that for like test printing things and printing out invoices and stuff. I don't print my products from that printer. I outsource my like prints and my greeting cards and stuff. I don't print anything on site in my office. I have some techie YouTube bits, so if this interests you, keep watching. So a lot of people always ask me what I film on. I film on a Canon G7X Mark II. I have two, so I'm filming with one right now, and I have this one. This is my old one. I think it's about 3 years old now, and I bought a new one, the one I'm filming on, because I thought this one was on its last legs, and I was very scared of it all of a sudden dying and me being lost. So about 4 months ago I bought you, but they're both still going strong, and it's actually worked out really well for when I'm filming like tutorials and stuff, when I'm filming my desk and my face. I love them a lot. They have like the screen, so when I'm vlogging I can like see what I'm filming, and the screen also tilts, so if I'm doing a little mini photo shoot I can see when I've got the angles and stuff. Really good focus, all that. I've never had a problem with them. And I also did a little DIY wind proof thing on the top, so if I go outside in windy weather you can still hear me. That's effectively what this is for. In terms of like memory and stuff for my camera, I use little SanDisk memory cards. I have a couple here. I have a range of different ones. I have some of the like extreme pro ones which save videos and photos a lot faster, and then I have like the basic ones. This is just a 16 gig one, which I use rarely because it is a bit slower, but they are more affordable. Another camera I have is a GoPro. I rarely use this, to be honest. I bought this for when I went traveling. I'm not going to get it out of its case because it's very well packed, but we all know what a GoPro looks like. I bought that GoPro and I bought a little accessory set. The accessories were from Amazon, the GoPro was own brand, bought it from there. And yeah, the accessories were great. I loved it a lot. I got some good footage when I was on my holidays, and I'm excited to use that again soon the next time I go traveling, although I don't have anything booked to go traveling, so maybe should get on that. Next thing is tripods. So the big tripod that I'm using right now I have had for probably about 10 years now. It's been very well loved. It's just a small lightweight. It was about 30 maybe 40 pounds, and I've loved it ever since I owned it. I also have, when I find it, I have recently bought myself one of these tripods. It's a Manfrotto one. You've probably seen a lot of YouTubers buy these and have these. I really like using this for when I'm like vlogging around the house and in my room because it's sturdy. You can hold it like as like a single monopod, or you can stretch out the legs, and it's a tripod. You press this and you can change the angle of the little ball head thing, and you just like screw your camera onto the top. I really like this, but it is spenny. There'll be definitely cheaper versions out there. Before I bought myself the overpriced Manfrotto tripod, I actually used this little tiny thing. So this came free with a video camera we bought when I probably was about 12, and it's just got little bendy legs. I suppose it's like a very tiny version of a GorillaPod, and I used this for years as my little tripod when I was vlogging around the house. And a lot of the time I'll still take this out with me because it's a lot smaller to hold than the Manfrotto one. I'll try and find one similar to this because I love this. I am not going to go to an event with this in my pocket. No thank you. I will still pick this one up. I'm like taking everything off my office here. I also have this one. So this has a big clip on it, and then I have a bendy arm on it, and I actually have some shelves above my desk, and I clip this onto my shelves, point it downwards, and that's how I film my desk for tutorials. And then a final little tripod thing. I didn't realise how many tripods I own until I wrote this down earlier. I bought this from Amazon recently. It's a little phone tripod, so you can put your phone in here, and then it's got its own little tripod, and then you just screw in a normal tripod. You can film like live videos on Instagram and whatever you want to do with your phone. I film quite a lot of like packing time lapses with my phone when I'm like packing orders for my shop. By the way, the phone that I have is the iPhone XR, and I take a lot of my Instagram time lapses and a lot of my Instagram photos and stuff on this. I also do take photos on my G7X now a lot more. Alright, we're on the final stretch. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys to death with this video. I have a microphone, so I am currently using it. I can't show you it right now, but it's the Blue Yeti microphone, and I bought the prettiest one I could find. I love it a lot. You can use it for podcasting. It has like a dual mode. It's got loads of different modes. You can plug headphones into it and stuff. I literally use it on its basic mode, and it's always sounded great for me. Whilst I was writing stuff down for this video, I was looking around my office and in my drawers at what I use, and I saw this, and I saw another YouTuber talk about this. I can't remember who it was, but basically if you look at the bottom, it has a slot for a big memory card, if I put it in the right way, like that, and then the one above it is for like a micro memory card. And all you do is take your memory card out your camera, plug this into the bottom of your phone, and it'll light up and it'll just register it, and you can transfer photos from your camera to your phone straight away. I think that's so handy because although the G7X has a mode where I can wirelessly send photos to my phone, which by the way is an amazing mode, it does run the battery down quite a lot. So just kind of cutting out the middleman and switching the card and plugging it straight into your phone saves battery, saves you doing the Bluetooth thing. Just, I feel like it's just such a good little device. Another little gadget that I recently bought is this little USB hub. So this is from Anchor, again from Amazon. Honestly, Prime delivery kills me. And this is just because I needed some more USB slots in my laptop. I only have 2, so with this I can just plug it in, and then I have the 4 that are in this and then the 1 spare, so I end up with 5. I also have to mention this, I take this everywhere with me. It's very mucky, it's got like deodorant and stuff all over it. It is a portable charger. It's from a company called Easyac. I initially was gifted one probably about 6 years ago. That one died a very loved to death. I used it literally to death, so I bought myself a new one. It charges my phone at least 4 times. You can see there how charged it is. It's got 2 slots, so if you want to help your pal out and charge your pal's phone. 2, it does have a torch on it, which I think is a very weird addition. Why, don't know, but it's like, it's a bit hefty. Like, it's not the tiniest portable charger, it's pretty much the same size as my iPhone, but 4 times worth of charge. I can happily like leave my house without a phone charger overnight and be safe and know that I'm not going to be left stranded. Oh, one thing I forgot is the filming light that I'm using. So I bought this years ago. It's from a company called Amram, I think it's called. So it's the Amram Aperture. I used an existing light stand that I had because it just had the same little like attachment thing, and then I have a like opaque, what's this called, transparent brolly. I have a brolly in front of it, so it sort of diffuses the light and makes it less harsh. I thought I would also link a few little things that I like to use, so I will link my desk in the description. It's from IKEA. It has the adjustable legs on it, which I really like. I like having quite high desks, but I can't afford one of those sit stand ones, so I went for the middle ground. And then sort of kind of cable management and stuff, I found a extension lead that, 1, is actually pretty cute, it's colourful, I like it, and 2, you can isolate the sockets on it. I have little cable tidy hook things. I will shall I find them? Here is my box of gadgets. In here I have the command strips that I use a lot, and then I have these little things which have like double-sided sticky on the back, and you can put wires in the gaps and it helps you sort of organize your cables, so like when you unplug your phone it doesn't fall to the floor. You could stick these on your bedside table, whatever you want. There's like different ones, there's little single ones, it came in like a big set, and little double ones. And I have these stuck on the back side of my desk again, just to keep my printer wires sort of ready for me to go, my charger, just so it doesn't fall down the back of the desk and make things really inconvenient when I need to like plug stuff in. I think the overarching theme of my desk setup in this video is that I've gone for the most efficient setup I can get without spending too much money. If I can, I've always chosen refurbished items, or I've tried a cheaper one to begin with and then realised I wanted the upgrade, but I think I'm getting there. I think the next thing I quite like is a longer desk. I definitely need more space, but for now I really enjoy my setup and I quite enjoy working in here. I feel productive when I'm in here, which I think is the main thing. Alright, that's it. I'm bored. My brain hurts. I'm sure yours does too. If I have missed anything, or if you have any questions about something that I mentioned, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for another one.